Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So we're just here, this is going to be a short video real quick, just talking about whether new players, or I guess, one, if people in general should be summoning, and two, should new players be summoning. So I'm just going to say, for late game players, I would just wait, because unless you really like Hinata and Shizue, you can summon for them right now, but you have till the 28th of November, so I would just wait. But for new players, they might be asking, should I like be summoning on this or whatever? Should I be summoning for this meta too? And I think that, I mean, one, I think you should just wait as well. But this does go away on the 30th, so I understand that there's going to be like, oh, shouldn't I summon for these characters now because of the monthly event and stuff like that? And we'll just go over them really quickly and just talk about whether or not it's worth it. So we don't know exactly what the new meta is going to be for next month, but most likely it's going to be based on the new OVA that's coming out on November 1st. So these characters, both Milim and Shinsha, are on Wielder of Magic, and that's the main force for this month. And forces, what they are just like categories, just like depending on the character, based on who they are, what like attack they're doing or something like that, or at what point in time they come from, depends on what force they are. So this month is focusing on Wielder of Magic, meaning any buffs for damage from this Milim, because she increases damage done to fire element enemies, done by Wielder of Magic force characters. So that's the force that's getting buffed, and honestly, Wielder of Magic kind of sucks. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up. Shinsha is good. Shinsha is a good DPS character. She can do a lot of damage. But Automan sucks. Mulan is whatever. Dino sucks. Trainee is kind of, she's like a decent support, but you're not using her all the time. And Diablo's like whatever. And then the new characters, like, I think Hinata is pretty good. Shizue, I have to use her more to like really get a grasp on how good she is. And like Shinsha's not bad, but like this team, like for what Milim is bringing, she's very beginner friendly, I think, but I personally just don't think it's worth it. I honestly believe, like, if you're a new, like, just starting player, I wouldn't focus on the monthly event yet until you have, I think, a team that can clear all the way through, because in my eyes, you're just going to be wasting stamina on stages that are extremely difficult. And yeah, you can get some stuff from the from the shop, but honestly, like, I would just focus on clearing story. If you're clearing like loop stuff like that, there's a lot of things that like you could clear, and that you don't like, you wouldn't be focusing on the monthly event, if you know what I mean. Of course you can do like the beatdown battle and stuff like that, but they always come back. So like, if you can't clear it now, a lot of the free-to-play characters are not like uber necessary. Like, they're not like a require, like, oh my god, you need to have them or whatever. Some of them have been really good, but none of them, I don't think, have been like, oh, you need to use this character like all the time or something. And this Ranga surely, like, really is not someone that you need. He works on niche setups with this team, or he works on like stuff with this team, but outside of that, you're like not really gonna use him like at all. So I would honestly say wait. If you want like this, I can't 100% recommend you summon for this, because they're kind of meant to also work with this meta, with Milim and stuff like that. They look great, like, I won't deny that they look fantastic, but think about how much use you're gonna get out of them, which is not like gonna be much outside of like with this setup, right? They're cool to have, and you know what? If you want to send for them, go ahead. But I would recommend just saving as many crystals as you can for next month, because most likely next month is going to introduce a new level of power creep in some fashion. We've seen with every 6 months they do like a half or full year anniversary for the game, and every single celebration has introduced a new mechanic, the most powerful being the Heroes Rewind, which was the first half anniversary ever. And then the first year anniversary with this Reamer right here, this guy, he introduced a skill that can eat ultimates for free. Very expensive, but it can be useful. And then half anniversary, I would argue, the year and a half anniversary, I would argue, was Luminous, with her, well, Luminous and Guy, with her skill being allowing you to use the protection gauge once without fully. They basically gave you 2 protection gauges for 1, if that makes sense. You just get a free use of it if you already had it available. And then Guy introduced a new style of orb change, which was 2 greens, 1 orange, 2 blue. So we have I would honestly, the reason I'm saying wait is because, one, the banner possibly might just be better than this banner. Like, they usually come with units that are on like that new force that's being used, or that's being buffed, and these characters just suck. Like, it's not even worth even like trying to use them. Like, next month we don't know what it's gonna be, but it's most likely just gonna be better than these characters. So that. 2, even if you get them now, how much are you gonna get out of using playing the story when you only have like from now, like from the time this is being recorded, exactly 2 weeks? You can't really get enough, I would think, to justify spending all your crystals without a guaranteed chance of pulling them. So there's that. Third, next month might introduce a entirely new mechanic that could very well be like the #1 mechanic in the game. Of course, there's no guarantee, but they're gonna be more powerful, and there's gonna be 3 units on that banner. They always do 3 units on the main banner for a celebration, for a 6-month or 1-year anniversary celebration. So yeah, I would just entirely save your crystals. It's not worth it. Even if you are like a newer player and you like, if you want these characters, like I said, go for it, right? I'm not stopping you if you don't, if you like love Shizue, Hinata, Shinsha, or Milim. But if you don't care about those characters and you're just like genuinely wondering, should I be summoning even on this? Like, it's shiny. Like, they're like, oh, 2nd anniversary part 1. Like, I have to, right? I'm gonna say no, you don't have to. If you're not a big fan of these characters, I just say wait. It's not worth like throwing as little crystals as you have without like a guaranteed chance of pulling them, when you can save them up and then have like a higher chance of pulling the newer characters next month. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a short video, just in case like people are still confused. I know this is going up like a few days late, which kind of sucks, but I apologize for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are new to the channel, or if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.